back to the channel, guys. In this video I'm going to be fitting the latest development in halogen lighting. These seem to be the best on the market at the moment, and they offer, which you can see on the casing, up to 150% increase in brightness, 150 meters, and up to 20% brighter. You might be asking the reason why. Well, the reason being is that if you compare lighting of a modern car, let's say for maybe 1 or 2 years old, and then comparing a car which is 16 years old, the lighting is different. It's not so good if you compare the two. And what I want to really do is just to increase the safety. I do, not a lot of nighttime driving, but when I do, I want it to be the best. Maybe about a month ago, I polished the lenses. It did make a difference actually, because they were all scratched and they were dull. So it's all about safety. So wish me luck. I've been told that I've got to take the headlight out on my A4. Wish me luck. What I'm going to do is actually, I've got the headlight out, I can get to the bulb now. I'm not going to disconnect the wiring when I don't need to do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm just showing you the side light, because I'm going to be renewing the side light with an LED, which is error free. So it shouldn't spark any problems with the computer or the ECU on the car. But I'm going to update the LED. So from a normal bulb, side light bulb, to an LED. And I'm just going to show you the main beam, and then I'm going to show you with the LED side light and the main beam, and let's see if we can see a difference even in daylight. So we can see there it is a projector lens, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm going to leave the video set like this and then take the bulbs out. It's back in again. I've got the new bulb in. And if you have a look, I'm just going to pan. It does seem brighter. I think it is brighter. It seems to be a more whiter light compared to the normal halogen bulbs. So we'll see what it's like in the dark. What I need to do now is to fit the LED, which is easier said than done. It's buried in the light unit itself, so I may have to disconnect the wiring. Okay, wish me luck. Welcome back. Well, actually, when I was purchasing the night breakers, I decided that I would go down the LED route for the side lights. However, I was so wrong. They just don't really work. I paid, I think it was about £6 or £7 for a pair, and they're just so cheaply made. They just don't really work. So I've been to my local accessory shop and I've bought, made by Ring, an upgrade, which are blue, just normal bulbs, side light bulbs. The blue, but they're more white in terms of light output. So let's get these put into the side lights and see what the difference is. That's with the upgraded blue side light. Just there, I'm just going to try and position it, and then you're ever thinking why has he got his socket set out, is to get to one of the bottom bolts. And if I just pan down, you can make your judgment of in terms of brightness. Just going to go back, just had the multi-tester out regarding the LED lights. I still think there needs to be more development in terms of LED, but I think that's a positive upgrade. Okay, let's put this one back together. Okay, I found my keys. That's the hardest part of doing or fixing cars, is me losing my keys or my glasses. That's another one. So let's have a go. This is not rehearsed. And now I do think there's a positive difference there, and this is all about safety in the winter, being seen, and again, dark country roads, even just travelling home from work, to and from work, early in the morning, late at night, even just, you know, picking the kids up, my wife driving the car. You just want the car to be safer. That's what you want, and it's all about safety. Totally legal. They are 55 watts. The shelf life in terms of how many hours is far shorter, but they burn brighter. And again, as I said before, there is a positive difference in terms of brightness, and I will see tonight. I've got a couple of chores to do, and I will be looking forward to see what they are or what they're like at night. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, this is an Audi A4. This is the Nightbreaker Lazer Next Generation. I've used the ring blue and white upgrade side lights. I do think it's a difference. In terms of LEDs, well, I'm sure you can guess where this is going. It's going straight in the bin. I said before, £5 or £6, what a waste of money. It's absolutely just cheap. I'm actually annoyed by it. The cheapness, it just does. You know, two of them just don't really work. It blinked, I changed it over, still blinked, and then it just didn't work. So to be honest, I don't know if it was with the car, but it didn't look good in the holder, and to be honest, I just don't like them. I think LEDs have got their place, but I think they need maybe another 1 or 2 years will make a big difference. But at the moment, I'm happy with the good old halogen lights. Again, I've heard on, you know, Facebook groups that there've been positive comments, and actually I can see the reason why. Like, share, subscribe. You might learn a thing or two. Bye for now. Okay, as you can see, we have the H7 bulb. So again, all you've got to do, release. The bulb comes out, which I should have actually I should have pulled the switch off or the wire off first. But I was talking there. Just pull it off. That's it. There you go. Bulb comes out. We have there. I'll get the Nightbreaker bulb. Make sure you don't touch it, but you can see there's a tinge of blue there. It's come out of contact, so you can see the focus. I've been told that this you can actually see, and I don't want to touch the bulb, but you can actually see Nightbreaker, which is on the bulb itself. So points downwards, you can see where the slot is. So there we go, straight in. Spring back in again. Simple as that, very simple. Simple upgrade. But again, be able to see better at night. That's in. And then we have the Sidelight bulb. That just comes out, slides out, slightly burnt, pull out. Simple as that. I have here the blue bulb. May not be able to see it. Just there. I always there's a contact, just slightly bend the contacts like that. And if you have a look, it's hard to see. I've just slightly, can you see? Slightly bent them, just a little bit to go up the housing, but you can see it's blue, gives a whiter light, and again it won't affect the computer, but it's blue in colour. You can touch these bulbs, it's a halogen bulbs you can't touch, so I always straight in, give me any polarity, so straight in. I'll just test it. That should be on. That's on there, it's not on here. So I'll try the other way. Bit of a problem here. I know why. I've disconnected. So the best thing to do, you should have corrected me. So this just slides in. It's actually a really good idea. Slides in. Slides into the housing. Straight in. The locking tab. And there you go. Locking tab's on there. I'm just going to get a cloth. I'm going to dry this part. Just dry this part where it goes into. A squirt of oil. And you can see I'll make it better. So if I go off the tripod, and you can see there's a bottom screw there. You don't have to undo it, just keep it in there. Bottom of the headlight connects into there. There's the multi-connector we'll have here. I always put a little bit of grease on, makes it so easy. Just put onto the mounting stand, bring it down slightly. What's really good about this is I always bit of copper grease on. Just means that if you ever blow a bulb again, there's a blow of a bulb, you're not going to be dealing with rusty bolts like that. So you've got that. Put the housing back on, which we see here. Put the housing here, so you can see housing here. That's fine. Hooks, which are there, so it must go like that. Straight in there. Clip in. I'm going to. And a lot of people are going to criticise. Down. Quick rub down, doesn't really hurt. Even the connector, covered in like a sandy dust, doesn't really do it any good. Sit. It's fine there. That'll just slot in so easy. What are you going to see? So straight in with the multi-plug. That's it, straight in. Now, because it's all being lubricated, it should just slide in. So again, no rehearsal. You can see what I'm doing. And it's in, and it should just slot in. So let's see where we're at. Yeah. Oh. That's it. That's it. Now that should be. I'm going to check the other side. That seems to be good. That's straight in. Again. We always do this to screws, which are from the elements. Protect from the elements. Straight away, a bit of copper grease we've got here. Straight in. And that, if you do have a bulb which goes out, trying to put it back together, it's so easy. If you have a blown bulb, it's going to be so easy. Again, doesn't really matter how much you put on. A bit messy, however, line it up where it was before. You can see some rusty marks. So just line, that's where it was before. Just slightly nip them up. Look, yeah, that seems to be fine. Yep. I'm gonna double check. That one's fine. Sit. I can just sit down there. Actually, that goes. Let's see. Fine. Make sure it's all tight. That's it. And that seems to be. Make sure it's flush with the bodywork. Right, let's have a look. So that seems to be. Let's have a look. Just matching the other side. Yep, sits on the bumper. Just making sure. The passenger side was so easy compared to the driver's side, where you've got to take the air cleaner and a long extension. So the moment of truth, actually, before I do that, this goes back on. So we move the screwdrivers back on with this, and again. There, that's secure. Give that a rub down again. And the moment of truth. Again, I've tried this underneath the keys. The keys might be in, and you don't want to see me tidying up. But let's now have a look at what it's going to look like. Need to find my keys, which are not on the hook. Give me 2 minutes.